Hey, what's going on with your family? Torson Tease Guitars, man. It's good to be back in New York. I went to NAMM for and a little vacation, made about, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 days, something like that. It's good to be back at work. And nothing fell apart when I came back. It was all good. Sold a bunch of guitars, man. Life's pretty good, man. Life's pretty good. I want to talk to you a little bit and give you an update on what's going on. From the NAMM show, we got a lot of got a lot of information, and we're going to turn in a little different direction. And I want to give you an update on what's going on. First, let's talk about the SS1. It's on the way. These things they take about 3 hours just to put these new bridges in and set them up, and it just takes a minute to do that. We're waiting on spacers right now. There's several things that we have to do in order to rebuild those bridges, and we should have those here shortly, and those will start trickling on our website after we get started on them. About 2 a day, so we'll get started on that. And then also, I want to talk about the new and upcoming stuff we got going on. So the ST1. We've changed the routing on the body to a swimming pool style routing. So for you guys that mod guitars, it's the way to go. You can put whatever you want in there. Our bodies are thick enough to where you can swap out bridges and things like that without a trim block hanging out the back of it. All the ST1s, all Tease guitars actually, we're switching over to stainless steel ball-ended round frets, which we're kind of excited about. That'll eliminate all this. The sharp frets in cold weather and humidity situations. The SBHD Tele style guitar, we've got new colors coming out. There's also a tummy cut version coming out. These will have stainless steel frets, and we put a bigger, a wider neck plate on that guitar for a little more stability. Look for the SB to be coming out. It's going to come standard with locking tuners. We're going to have some new colors coming out. We're also we're going back and forth between either a butterscotch or a natural finish. I like the natural finish idea. I don't know, maybe you guys can give us some input on that. We're going to add locking tuners to the ST2s. We've got a new unit called, it's the ST3. It's a jumbo frets, stainless steel frets. It's got CTS pots, 500, 47 caps. It's going to have 3 single coil high output hot rails. We're working on a prototype right now for a new hardtail Tease ST style guitar. Some of the things that we got when we went to the NAMM show, we're trying to convert all of our bridges from 2 1/16 to 2 1/8. So if you want to upgrade trim systems, you can without having to re-drill your guitars. Tease is now working on Tease Guitars pickups, right? We're gonna our pickups are gonna be our pickups. They're not gonna be. We're not any longer held hostage to what manufacturers supply us. We'll go right to the direct to the source. Not only the pickups, but all the wiring. We'll decipher on how we want these things wired, and that way we're going to cut down some of this, the humming and buzzing and things like that. I think you're going to get a higher quality product. And that's not going to affect the price of the guitars, right? None of this stuff that we're doing really affects the price of the guitars too much. I mean, locking tuners have a cost on them, but we just want you guys to play these guitars, man. And we're not going to send the prices through the roof or anything like that. One of the things that we did learn is that there's about a 10 to 11% increase in 2024 on manufacturing and parts costs from China, and that's just kind of the way it is. We're kind of stuck there with that, but we'll try to be as gentle as we can with that. We pride ourselves in ordering a very, very, very high quality product at a budget price, and that will never change. This SS1, we put this prototype together, and the guy that put it together, he was playing it, and he knows how to play a Floyd Rose guitar. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I mean, to me, a tremolo is a tremolo. I'm not that guy that can actually use it for what it's made for. And he said if he were blindfolded, it's $1,000 guitar. We're selling that guitar for right around $300. I don't know the exact cost. It's going to cost a little more than that, just because it's taken us 2.5, 3.5 hours to put these things together and set them up. They will come set up though. Okay. Last time I've had Floyd Rose's guitars set up from no less than $90 and all the way up to $140. So to keep that in mind, that it will come set up for you. What else do we got? Pickups, tuners. Again, we're going to have control over all these things that go into our guitars, right? It's not. It's we're not at the beck and call of, well, this is all we have. We're going to go to outside sources to where our manufacturing plant is going to put our parts in them, and we're designing all these parts. We're designing our own bridges. We're designing our own pickups. The locking tuners. We're not designing those, but we do have a vast amount of tuners and different gear ratios and things like that to put in. We're going to put the best tuners we could possibly put in all of our guitars. We've already made the switch over to where all the Tease guitars, all new units anyways, anything with a 24 on it, 2024, has a bone nut already on it. Sticking with that program. You know, new colors, that's hit and miss. You know, hit and miss, just like left-handed guitars are hit and miss. You know, everyone was asking for left-handed guitars. I made a bunch of left-handed guitars, and they're just not selling. So I got to start selling these things in order to justify the continued production of left-handed guitars. And that's not anybody's fault. That's not my fault either. I think that our customer base is just a little too small to warrant left-handed guitars at this time, because it's here's what it is. It's money I can't turn over, and if I can't turn over money, I can't buy new units. And so when I sit there and I invest, you know, $6,000 to $10,000 in a certain unit, and it just sits there, that it's hard. It's hard. You know, I don't have a whole lot of poker chips in this game, and so we need to move product. We do that. We do that with sales. We do that with our customer service. I think our customer service is up on the next level, up and above and beyond anybody else's out there, man. I've met a couple of companies like myself, our company actually, and it's not myself, but our company, and they do a good job too, you know. So you have to search far and wide to find companies like ours, U.S. companies that import guitars that actually stand behind the product. I know we're constantly growing. And when I say growing, I'm not talking about growing as far as sales. I'm talking about growing as far as the products that we put out. You know, I want to make sure that the products that we put out there are something that you guys can brag about. You know, you guys can brag about it to all your friends, fellow musicians, or just people you know. Word of mouth is big to us. You know, if you look at some of the reviews that we have, if you look at all of our reviews, you can look at any reviews. We have reviews on eBay as well. There's not a ton of them. There's not a ton of reviews on our website. You click on the product that you're looking or you're interested in buying. If there's not a review on that product, if it's not on the blue one, maybe check out the black one or check out the amber burst one. You'll find some reviews on our products. They're all great reviews, man. You know, and typically people don't put reviews up there that unless it's bad, right? we don't have any bad ones, which I'm proud of that. You know, I'm proud of that. There's some reviews up there where we made a mistake or two, but we always made it right. We always made it right, you know, and that's I'm human, and the people that work under me, they're human. They make mistakes. My warehouse, sometimes they make mistakes, you know, but we fix them and we make them right. That's the most important thing, is that you're satisfied in the end, and that you do have somebody to pick up the phone when you call. You know, you're not going through 50 different prompts. If for some reason we miss your call and you have to leave a voicemail, do me a favor. Just send me an email, you know, send me a chat on our website or something like that, or on Facebook or on Instagram, or you can leave a message on YouTube. Some of the other things we've got going on too, because we want to grow our client base, is we're going to start doing some tutorials on how to do things to your guitar, like, you know, fix the neck relief. I've got a couple up there, you know, on how to do string changes and things like that. We're going to get more into it though, like how to change tuners. You know, you want to put locking tuners on your guitar, how to solder pickups. You know, what's the best way to wire these guitars, right? When you're putting a hot rail, if you have a humbucker and then two single coils, you know, what's the best way to wire that? It's parallel wiring. We'll show you how to do parallel wiring on your guitar. We'll show you how to properly put strings on, right? We'll show you how to properly check neck relief. Is it at 0? It should be about 2 or 3 thousandths off actually. We'll go through all those things with you, and so you can learn. So you can get better at working on your guitars. Working on a guitar is just as fun as playing a guitar. I promise you. I promise you, it really is. You get a great satisfaction out of doing that too, making it a little bit better, making it yours. Making it the way you want to make it. So we're excited about all these new up and coming projects. We got some new colors for the SBH coming out, the tummy cut. We got it reminds me of the 2 new colors I got coming out. One is a teal silver burst, and the other one is a purple silver burst. And these are going to have painted headstocks on them to match the purple and the teal. And they're going to have the chrome logos on it. It's going to give it a 50s diners kind of look. If you've ever been into like one of those Denny's with all the chrome chairs and the purples and the teal blues and things like that laying on, it's going to be a really cool guitar. And that particular guitar, that thing plays really well. This ST3 that we have coming out, I'm really excited about that, man. That's going to be a real nice guitar. It's got a roasted maple neck on it. Again, it's got jumbo frets on it. A lot of people like jumbo frets, a lot of people don't, but for the people who do, you're going to be in business on this guitar. There ain't going to be any mods you're going to want to do to it. It's going to be a really nice unit. And as always, we welcome your comments and your suggestions and for future guitars coming up. A lot of people are asking about basses. I'm a bass player, man. I'm not even really a guitar player. I started out my musicianship as a bass player playing heavy metal music back in the 80s. And I was reminded of how good of a bass player I was when I ran across one of my friends back from the 80s when I was up in Vegas last week. And so that kind of got me to thinking of maybe we'll put together some kind of a really nice budget bass guitar for folks out there who are into that aspect of musicianship. And so we're excited. We're growing. We want to continue to thank you for your business, man. You're the reason that we do this. And thanks for all the support that I get. Thanks for all the feedback that I get, good and bad, right? Good and bad. I don't think bad feedback to me is just an opportunity, right? That's what it is. Everything is an opportunity. We just do the next right thing. We fix it or make it better. In this case, make it better. We're trying to make all of our guitars a lot better, not just a little bit, a lot better. Things that'll make it different in the playability of these units. They'll always come set up for you. Be playable right outside of the box. If you ever have an issue with that. One of the other things we're doing, I wanted to talk real quick about is the Zoom feature that we have. If you've got an issue with your guitar, we've got technicians that will walk you through that on a Zoom call. If you don't have Zoom, and a lot of the people that we sell guitars to are of around my age, I'm pushing 60 right now. This year I'll be 60. And you just download it on your phone. You go to your either the Play Store or the Apple Store, and you just download Zoom. It's free. And you put it on your phone, and you just set your phone up by your guitar, and we'll send you an invite. You just push a button from a text message, and that'll get you rolling, right? That'll get you rolling. We'll get that figured out for you. And if it's something that it's just beyond your capability, or you don't have the tools to do it correctly, we'll take care of that. You send that guitar back, we'll fix it, and we'll ship it back out to you, or we'll replace it. Whatever it takes to keep you happy and keep you coming back. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on in the land of Tease Guitars. Now that I'm back home, man, it's boy, coming home is it's a big deal. I'm grateful to have a home to come to, right? Little things like that, gratitude in life are very important to this old boy. So as always, family, rock on and enjoy the rest of this week.